How are you guys doing this evening? So, tonight I got something pretty cool for you guys. Um, so as you guys know, I have Keqing as one of my main DPS characters in Genshin, and just so you can see where she's at right now, max HP, attack, defense, um, crit rate, crit damage are pretty good, and her electro damage bonus is pretty nice as well. Just so you guys can see her artifacts. So I pretty much have all her 5 stars maxed out. I don't know what you guys think about, some of this. We'll go through each of them. So I have 2-piece set for Gladiator's Nostalgia. I mean, you can argue that, her substats could be better. You can't change the HP main stat for flowers. But when I upgraded this, I think 3 of the upgrades went to attack percent, and one of them went to flat attack, which is I think really really cool that it just happened to do that. But yeah, I mean, no complaints there. So this one piece of artifact pretty much gives me a 33.8% attack increase, which is I think pretty nuts from one artifact. Okay, moving on to the next one. This is her second piece, which is the feather, Gladiator's Destiny. This is really cool because it has crit rate and crit damage, which from what I understand is something that you are absolutely looking for. And it went to either crit rate and crit damage when I was leveling up this particular plume. And just like the flower, you can't change the main stat for the feather. So you're just gonna be stuck at attack, whichever you can't change that main stat. As far as this, the Hourglass of Thunder. So I also have her 2-piece set for Thunder and Fury, which gives her electro damage bonus. I like this also, the attack percent. And unfortunately, I feel like her substats could be better, but it's really hard, especially when you're not at AR 45, to go to the domains and even get a 5-star drop after beating that domain. And at world level 5, the domains get just substantially harder. A lot of people can't solo it themselves, so it's actually really cool. I think the co-op feature in the game for domains is really really cool. I think it fosters a good kind of cohesion within the community of Genshin, which I particularly like that as well. Like just saying good games, hello hello, when I join like a random co-op game. But watch out though, because some people join your game and they steal like your like the resources around your world. So don't just let anyone join your game. Make sure they're around that domain when they come into your world, or kick them. Which is nice that they have that option as well to kick other players when they're already in your world. Just because I mean, hey, sometimes people are selfish, man. Let's be real there. Um, let's see. So yeah, crit damage is cool. I think when I was leveling this up, a couple of them went to elemental mastery, which isn't too bad, and energy recharge, which is also not that bad. So overall, I think this is an okay set of substats. Not perfect, but I mean, if we could have got another crit rate there somewhere, that would have been just amazing, but not too bad, I think. Moving on. So this is kind of one of my offsets, but let's get back to that one. And so we go from here, and then this is the second piece for my Thundering Fury, which the main stat is crit rate. And crit damage is also what it has. So, I mean, this was just a super, super lucky drop. As you can see, I have another one here that's also crit rate, and it has energy recharge and crit damage. But I went ahead with this just because it's already gone. It got defense percent at level 4 when I was leveling this up, and then it leveled up defense Whereas for this one, it got crit damage, and then it got crit damage twice, I believe, and then the last one went to defense, unfortunately. But hey, sometimes you need a little bit of defense to make your character a little bit more tanky. I don't think plus a flat defense is worth it, but like I said, it's very hard to get these guys. Like, I mean, out of all the runs that I've done, I've only had 2 of these 5-star drops for the crown. And okay, so that's pretty much it. But crit rate percent with this crit damage, I mean, look at this, 21% crit damage and a 31% crit rate. So just from this headpiece, 1/3 of my attacks become a critical hit. Like, that is insane. That is insane. I mean, yeah, that's awesome. And okay, lastly, the cup, electro damage bonus. So I actually was after I actually got the other 2 pieces first when I was farming her domain, Keqing's domain, and I was farming for Diluc. That's why this is the Crimson Witch of Flames, which I was super excited when this dropped. As you can see, I've only gotten 2 so far. One is Hydro damage bonus, which I'm using on Mona, and the other one is Electro damage bonus, which I'm using on Keqing. I just want a Pyro damage bonus for Diluc. But, I mean, look at these stats. I mean, even this, look at Keqing's. This is like almost absolutely perfect. Although the last level up I did, it went on defense. But, I mean, if it goes on energy recharge, I'd be really happy. I mean, for Mona, I'll explain how my build of her is to you guys as well. So all of this, I wouldn't mind actually any of it going on. Whichever one of these increase. But let's get back to Keqing. And so a flat attack, it stayed still. Attack percent, I actually got an increase as I was leveling it up. And crit rate stayed the same, and elemental mastery got 2 increases. So attack got 1 increase, and this got 2, right? So we got this at 4, and then I believe this increased at 12, and then this increased 16 and 20. So this got 3 increases. Elemental mastery, which actually is not that bad, because the way I use Keqing, I proc Mona to do a hydro damage, and then I switch over to Keqing to do electro damage, which that's how you use your elemental mastery, is when an element is already applied, and then you go ahead and apply a secondary element to pretty much use the first element that you applied, which from water to electro is electro charge. So it's not that bad really when I look at it. So said it could be better if it went on crit rate, because Keqing, she hits really, really fast and a lot of times. So crit rate was really what I was trying to go for here. If I would have got another crit damage instead of elemental mastery, that would have been just amazing. But we can't get what we want all the time, so that's fine. And then for this video, I am talking about Mona as well, because so there's a couple things why you want to use Mona to do some massive damage. Mona is I believe, one of the best, just if not the best damage dealing kind of support that you can have in the game. And it's because of her ultimate, her Q, for the PC players. So her Elemental Burst does a 50% damage bonus for anyone that has a that is trapped in the illusory bubble here, and also applies wet. And that's what I mean. So this is why when she applies wet, Keqing's next move, which is going to be electro damage, how I have her built is an electro kind of queen. So she applies wet, and also Omen during its duration increases damage taken by enemies. So and that omen duration is 4.5 seconds, which is actually a really long time because I literally just go from activating Stellaris Phantasm, which is Q, switch over to Keqing, do her Q, well, actually hit the E, just to kind of send out Keqing's one of her regular skills, do her Q, and then after her Q is done, I hit the E again to kind of blink and do massive damage. And let me kind of show you her talents here. So Stellar Restoration is her E. So if you just hit this E, it will do, it'll throw a stiletto is pretty much what happens. And that also does electro damage. So I'll do Q with Mona. So, and then my 4.5 seconds starts. Do an E, Q, because the E is really fast. Do a Q, and then toward the end of that, probably like 3 seconds into it, I can move again with Keqing and do another E to do the lightning, to kind of blink to where that stiletto is and do massive damage, and then I just do my regular combo after that. So that's kind of what I do with Keqing. What's also awesome is beforehand, and I just started doing this recently because I've been watching a ton of videos on YouTube and looking up the Reddits and people's combos, and actually looking and by passing by Diluc. I also have Diluc. He's the last 5-star I pulled. Super stoked I got him. He's one of my main DPS characters now. Before it was so I usually used Keqing, Mona. I didn't have Diluc yet. Venti I had, and I believe I was using, who was I using? I don't think I was using Razor. Maybe Fischl or Beto. Like, but I didn't really have a secondary DPS. Everything was all about Keqing before I got to Luke. So I definitely needed a fire character. I needed someone who was able to apply fire more frequently. And I didn't, honestly, I just wrote Bennett off, which I shouldn't have, honestly. Like, to be quite truthful, I shouldn't have wrote Bennett off because I'm using him now for this reason. So, Bennett, let's go into his talent. His Rekindle. So, actually, not Rekindle. Fantastic Voyage. That's his Elemental Burst. So he puts down this Inspiration Field. If the health of a character in this circle is higher than 70%, they gain an attack bonus that's based on Bennett's base attack. So which means that now, when I put down, so as you can see, he's only level 40, but right now, I'm built. This is also why I built a second weapon. I was using the flute on Keqing, and now I actually put it on him. And but I started building Lion's Roar for him originally, but I'll explain all that afterward. But so this 1263 attack then gets added to Keqing's attack of 2173, which is pretty nuts. Well, actually, no, I don't think it's the whole. Did I? I think I misread that. Hold on. I misspoke. So they gain an attack bonus that is based on Bennett's base attack. So attack bonus ratio is 56%. So instead of, so let's just round it down to 50%. So instead of that, so not the whole attack gets added, but let's say 50% of 1200 is 600 attack. So her attack when Bennett's Q is down becomes, let's say, 2773. Let's just say 2800 because it's 56%. So her attack becomes 2800. And guys, when I use her Q as well, right? So she's 0 constellation, by the way. When I use her Q, one of the things that happens is that her, or where is it? Okay. This one right here. Sorry. when I use her Q, which is her elemental burst, her crit rate is also increased by 15%. So, I mean, I will show you guys how this happens. So what I do now is I actually lay his Q down first, gain that attack buff for Keqing. Then I go to Mona. I use her Q to gain the attack buff on Keqing. Then I go to Keqing, do an E, do the Q, do another E, and just do massive, massive damage. So that's pretty awesome, you know. I just started, like I said, I was looking all over the internet, scouring, kind of, you know, how can I do just massive damage? And that's the way I decided to do it. And if you guys actually look, you can actually look at your the highest damage you've done. So if you go to your achievements, I believe it's here. Okay, yeah. So if you go to the Wonders of the World under your achievements, you can actually see what the highest damage output you have ever done was. So, and I did this 1027. So I did this before I even did this. So I don't know what will happen when this actually, you know, comes together. I don't know what bosses. Also, at 1027, I don't think I was at world level 5, so the enemies were a little bit weaker. So I think my Keqing might have been overpowered on the 27th of October when I did all this. But yeah. Yeah. I don't know. So, but that is that's pretty much the gist of this whole thing, you know. You know, his details here, you know, it doesn't really matter what the other guys are. But yeah, this from just those skills, you know, Keqing does pretty heavy damage. And so, oh, and another thing, Mona, her artifacts. So I have not seen anyone else really do this yet, but I'm using Mona as a healer. I use her. I've used her as a healer in domains at world level 5, and it seems to work out as well. Because and what allows me to do this is her weapon. So this is the prototype mouse. It's the craftable like book. It uses the book for this. It's at Refine 3 because I was able to get it just through the game. 3 refinements. And so Elemental Burst, which is the Q, generates 5 energy every 2 seconds for 6 seconds, which is cool. Because it procs for another, it helps her get another Q. But additionally, all party members will regenerate 5% HP every 2 seconds for the 6 seconds as well. So every time she does a Q, she regenerates 15% of your health. Which, it doesn't sound like much, but so Barbara was my main healer before this, and I have never gone back. Like I can adventure, I can do domain, I can do just pretty much like I have never needed to use Barbara unless I needed 2 teams, like for Abyss, where I need 2 healers, right? And the advantage of having Mona as the healer is first, she does way more damage than Barbara. She also strengthens your entire team. And her E actually, it allows you to have some free time because it attracts the enemy's attentions. And I don't know if you guys have played Mona yet, but yeah, if you lay down an E like in the middle of slimes, even in domains or whatnot, like the slimes or the hilly churls or all your enemies go after that. Those flying or even all the ruin guards, right? The flying ones and the ones that walk and shoot missiles, all that stuff, they target Mona's little E that she does. Just so you guys are like that E right there. So they target that thing instead of the character that who you are. So it's pretty cool. And I personally really enjoy doing it. So And the last thing that I wanted to talk about also before I go out and do these missions were her weapons. So actually, just about an hour ago or so, I was looking through a bunch of videos about, hey, which is the best weapon for Keqing, and I found out that there's really two builds for her. One is a physical damage build, and one is an electro build. And Lion's Roar came like in the top three, and you know the flute, which I thought and I heard was like one of the best weapons for Keqing, but that's for her physical build. Um, didn't really stack up as much because it takes time to get this 125% attack damage. Um, and so having a constant 20%, because I pretty much do electro damage for her all the time, is actually for me a little bit better. And I'll do the same combo twice for you guys. So I'll go in and not kill and do some damage and then escape and then do this, switch my weapon and then do it again. Um, Even though this is weaker, I feel like the damage output that I get is about the same when I use between these two. Like, so this is at level 80 and this is at level 70 right now. So granted, the difference isn't that big of a difference, but still, I feel like when I level this up, this will do a lot more damage than this will, just on a constant basis. Now, of course, once you get this 5 harmonic trigger, it'll probably, do more damage than this guy. But honestly, it doesn't last that long. Enemies already die, I feel like, before I even get all of the 5 harmonics. So, anyway, let's get started with this. What we'll do is we'll go around and build and find some enemies so that we can build up everyone's elemental bursts. Okay, so what's great, so I have all of these marks on my map because these are the kind of routes that I take. So I'll start here and go here and all these and beat all these enemies. And actually, I don't think I've done Lingju Pass yet. Actually, I think I might have. So I go here and then I fly and like go here, and then go up here, and then I go down. And these are ruin guards. And then this is there was like a little large hilly trail here, and then yeah. So I've actually done this already, so I can't do that one. So yeah, these are all the enemies that I pretty much they drop what I need to farm. So there's a bunch of guides out there on the internet and on YouTube that people have made. I personally have done this one just from going through my domain books, and then whenever I fought a boss that I needed, I marked it down after I beat that boss. And then while I was just adventuring, I saw more of them because not all of them pop up when you go through your domain book and look for bosses. So this is kind of just what I put together myself. Let's see. Okay, there's probably some enemies here that I can use. Always like to go for the archers first. One thing too that I realized is I don't know if you use the slam down like this move very often, but that move itself is super strong. Like, I don't think people do enough in battle. And actually, on the next one, in the next video I do tomorrow, I can showcase that with Venti. I also have Venti, and he does when you hold his E, like he generates like a 20-second uplift type. And see if I can dodge this correctly. All right, cool. So. All right, we have it built. Right, we don't need Diluc for our showcase, so let's alright, look, see. Like he'll start targeting that thing. Yeah, look at that. How awesome is that? Let me lay another one down and you guys will see. Oh dang it. Too late, I laid it down. Oh yeah, see look, it targeted the thing. So that's what I mean, like it's super cool that it just does that, you know, like that is definitely a an advantage to having Mona over like Barbara as healer. Yeah, so alright, so let's go here, and I like doing the cryo Regisvines to kind of study or like to do the what do you call it? Like damage kind of comparisons. So what we'll do is we'll use Lion's Roar and see how much damage it does using the combo I talked about. And then we'll switch it up and put Lion's Roar on Bennett and use the flute on Keqing, which we'll see how it goes. I don't know. Maybe the flute is still the better weapon, but regardless, I like using Bennett, so I need two weapons anyway. And you know, also I'm preparing for when I get Chi-Chi someday. She's so cool. Okay, I'll do this. I'll do this. Alright, this, do this. Oh man, look at that. I mean, that was insane. I don't even know how much damage I did, but I could have definitely killed that flower. Right? That was insane. Wow. That was crazy. That was nuts. But alright, so I'm gonna have to re-look at this video later just to see how much damage, because I blinked. I don't even know. But alright, so let's switch the weapons. Let's switch it with Bennett. Okay, switch. Alright, so now the flute's on her, and let's get some more let's get some energy for our team here. I literally, like, this is part of my route, but okay, maybe there's some, yeah, there's people there, because, so yeah, I also marked bad guys, like on my map there, you see like, you know, that particular sign. That means there's monsters there, but I don't necessarily need them, which actually now, for the Lion's Roar, I need this, resource, so I might have to go and change that up. Alright, cool. This is why I also have the recharge set on Mona, because I mean she just gets her Q so fast. I don't know if you saw that. I just killed like 2 enemies and her Q was already ready to go. Alright, I just need one more enemy. One more enemy for good old Bennett. There we are. Okay, Bennett has it. Love it. I don't know if you guys see that too, but every time, so, I mean, look at this. I even failed to, I can't believe I failed to, look at this. Oh man, that weapon just looks so badass on Diluc. This weapon, I think, was like made for Diluc. But anyway, so I got Diluc. He was the last 5-star character I summoned, and I saved for about 3 weeks, and I saved like about 5,000, what do you call it? 5,000 Primogems. Summoned twice, I was like, you know what? I really, really want the sword. And it came down after 2 tenfolds. after two tenfolds. It was insane. I was so happy. I mean, look at this. It was insane. But okay, so what I was saying was on hit, attacks against enemies with less than 30% increase HP increase. All party members attack by 40% for 12 seconds. And it happens once every 30 seconds. But every time this happens, the sword makes like a wolf growl sound. And it has like the little wolf symbol pop out of this, like above the sword. It's pretty insane. It's awesome. But I just enjoy like little things like that they do in the game, you know. But yeah, super cool. Man, honestly, like having a 5-star weapon. I wish I had a 5-star weapon on Keqing, but like having this 5-star weapon on Diluc, he's just like amazing. I can't wait to get his artifact set, which I will show you guys for sure, kind of like a breakdown detail and like do some comparisons. But right now, he's not that built. His artifacts are, you know, hard up as much as they can be. And I have Scholar. Oh, what happened here? Wait. What? Why? Oh, you know what? It's because of the attack percent. I just wanted to give him as much attack percent as much as possible. And you know, it's just kind of hard sometimes to. He kind of, I mean, his attack percent. I mean, it has good sub pyro damage bonus, right? He has some good stats as well on his, like attack percent there, on his sets, but it doesn't synergize that well yet, So that's why I really want to, farm Diluc's artifact set domain, just because he doesn't have good ones right now, even though by itself, I mean, it's not that bad. Like this one could definitely improve. I mean, geez, like this one actually kind of is terrible because he doesn't really need energy recharge. He charges up just fine. But I can't wait to get a nice set for a good old Diluc there, and I can't just build one and waste my resin, and because the drops at my current level right now for 5-star artifacts at domain is not that great, to tell the truth. And I don't want to waste my resin, so I've just been using my daily resin for it. My fragile resin I'm gonna save for AR-45. I used a little bit to get Keqing because she is like my main. But yeah. Anyway, here we go. So as you can see, I have now the flute on her instead of Lion's Roar. And we'll do the same combo here. Okay, switch here, do his Q, switch Simona, do her Q, do the E, do that. Okay. Okay, so there it is again. Like I said, I'm gonna have to replay. But yeah, I'm gonna have to rewatch this. Let's just finish him off, just because put him out of his misery, right? But I mean, that was insane. Actually, I had to stop my combo there for a second, which I think this might have actually been a bit stronger, but it's also because it's level 80 weapon. So, yeah. That was pretty insane, right? I mean, what do you guys think? I mean, that combo is pretty insane, you gotta admit. I really, really enjoy that. Oh, okay. I can't even claim that right now. So I have 24 resin. Ooh. Oh, we can do a domain. What do you think, guys? Should we do it? Should we do a domain? I mean, we're pretty much done with what I wanted to talk about with you guys today, right? So that's just to kind of end it, right? That's the Keqing. Personally though, I will switch it back with Bennett. I'm kind of convinced that Line Roar will be the one that will do more damage overall. I mean, we can do more tests, but I've already killed like all the enemies around who will survive, like ruin guards, and well, let's do that. Let's do that first. Okay, let's do it. Okay, so there's that's kind of a hard ruin guard to hit. So let's do this guy. Okay, there are more ruin guards. Perfect. Ruin guards. Okay, so okay, so I really think that these chests respawn because I definitely have gotten this chest before. So yeah, make sure you go back and check your chests, or just, you know, it's kind of nice to adventure around the world. One thing that I really do appreciate is the world that MiHoYo built. I mean, this world is insane. And I can't get over the fact that this is a mobile game. Like, that is just insane, right? Like, that's insane. I mean, it definitely looks better on PC. I know on the stream, you know, you guys can't really tell, but if you guys check out my hardware, I'm using a Samsung Odyssey G7. And I mean, it just looks so awesome in the screen. Like, the detail, like in Keqing's like clothes, her dresses, like you could see like all the little details on her flower and stuff. I mean, like Diluc, I mean, look at his like even where his vision is, like all the details on that. I mean, geez, this guy's just a cool looking dude, man. Like, yeah, like he was way ahead of his time. I don't know what era this game is supposed to be in, but I would wear that, you know? Like, I would wear that. Like, if you wore that anywhere today, you would probably just pass off as like some sort of like what do you call like hipster, right? Like, he's just a cool dude, man. Like, I would kick it with this dude. I would. I really would. I would hang out with him. I'd be like, yo, what's up, dude? Redhead. All right. Anyway, I digress. So, we are now using Line Drawer. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do some damage, do some normal damage, and then do electro damage, and then run away, have him recover, and then switch, and then do it again. So, actually, we'll distract them with this too. So we could just do damage. Okay, so we're like in the hundreds. We're not hitting in the thousands. Okay. I think the highest I saw there was like... Okay, wow, okay. So that was like... 9-8 was the number I saw there. That's high. Alright, let's do it again. Okay, 2,500 there. Okay. Alright, so he's dying, so let's run away. Just so you guys know too, like taller characters, like sprint faster, they like jump farther, they can climb faster, etc. That's why I switched, because I saw, you know, that freaking Ruin Guard was targeting me, so I was hoping he would miss me, which he did, so. Alright. So that was cool. Now let's switch back to the flute. And we'll see who does more damage. And keep in mind, like, so we'll apply wet too for the first one, because I did that last time. So 9-5 there instead. But it's definitely more. I saw like 3-5. Okay. Okay, so hitting in the 1,000, in the low 1,000. So this is definitely stronger. But as you can see there, like I'm not gaining really any. I'm never getting all 5, right? Okay, so now. Oh, let's get out of here. So that's what I mean. You know, each of these notes last for 30 seconds, but at the same time, I can only get one every half second. So, yeah. All right, so let's go back and do Lion's Roar again. Just because I think I don't like you doing it. Just so we can actually see. So 9-5 for the little stiletto blink thing. And I thought I saw 9-8 with Lion's Roar. Oh, I missed. Let's try to do that again. So he still has wet. Yeah, 9-8. See? So those are definitely hitting lower. I saw 3,000s with the flute on that. Okay, so now no more attacks. 11. Wow. Okay, 1,100. I don't know if we're gonna be able to dodge this. Okay, nope. But so I don't know, guys. And like I said, I mean, so the electro damage here is definitely more at 9-8. Oh, 5,000 there. Look at that. I mean, yeah, I'm just convinced that Lion's Roar will be the better weapon. I mean, for Keqing, right? I mean, that kind of proved it there. You know, like I said, this is only at level 70. This is at level 80. So the base attack and attack percent is lower. So yeah, I just think this is going to be more consistent with how I use her with Electro. So I think that'll be the way to go. Yeah. And if you are doing, however, a physical damage build, I think this will be better for you, or maybe even this. The prototype Rancor, I heard, is a really good weapon for physical damage because it gives you the physical damage bonus right here on the weapon itself. So, yeah, that might be something that you would want to consider. Yeah, and these are the other swords I have. But if I had Jean, oh man, like I would probably put this on Jean, but I don't know, maybe I would do physical damage bonus on Jean actually. Like this, I would probably do a physical damage build on Jean if I had her, but yeah, that's about it, guys. As far as, you know, Lion's Roar versus the flute, right? I mean, it's kind of fitting though with how my team is, with Diluc having, you know, the wolf roaring whenever there's enemies that are 30% HP. I mean, I kind of want you guys to hear this. Let's see. Here, I'm gonna be quiet for a sec when I find an enemy, and actually, here, this is what we'll do. We'll go to bosses. Okay, so there's no more of that. We'll find one of these guys. Okay. All right, so perfect. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna put the game audio up and have you guys just listen to it because it's honestly Like, badass. Alright, 1 sec.
たまにはのんびりするのも悪くないな。
瞬く間にはっ
全力攻撃だ。
運命に逆らえません。
裁きを受けろ。
Okay, it didn't happen that time because I killed them too fast. There it is. I don't know if you heard it, but it happened.
健康よ、世の乱れを切り尽くせ。水中言語、陣営のごとく。
Maybe hilly turtles are not the best to do this with because they also growl and make a ton of noise. Right here. This will be it. There it is. I don't know. It's so subtle. But it's there. You can see like the attack game too. Alright, so you can see here, look, Mona is about halfway. Or Keqing is about halfway. You do Mona's Q. And she just heals. Look at that. Pretty awesome. Heals 3 times. Look, she got her Q again. Heal. And the rest of my team has already healed up. Look at that. I mean, not bad, right? Don't lose any DPS or anything. But anyway, Alright, so I think we should, actually I'm gonna rebuild Mona's Q again, and assassinate these guys real quick. And then we'll do a domain. And this is actually one of my farming spots for Diluc's lands. That's up there. And there are also guides everywhere, but and the interactive, the Genshin interactive map, if you haven't used it, is amazing. It'll show you like where all these things are. But yeah, this is kind of just not my daily stuff, because I think the lamp grasses, they grow. Actually, maybe we're down the sound again. I hope you guys heard all those sounds. Alright. Gather these as well. Jumping with the greatsword pretty much destroys all of those. Especially the single hits, but more so the like the Lapis and the Noctilus Jades. The jump slam down with the greatsword. It's by far the fastest way you can farm them. Unless you're using Razor as a main, where you can just hold his E and it destroys all of it. Okay. Let grass, let grass, let grass. I forgot. I'm gonna waste all these drops. More up there? Nope. And I also collect Wolf Hook, just because I had the Battle Pass, and Wolf Hook is definitely a Mondstadt specialty. But also, if I ever wanted to make Razor someday, I just want to have all of the Wolf Hooks. Go this way and collect all of them. This is pretty much the area where all of that is. It's abundant here. But yes, the Lampgrass and the Wolf Hooks are both Mondstadt specialty for those of you who haven't finished your Battle Pass yet. Oof. So they call the sword the Wolf's Gravestone because this is literally the thing that you have to activate that's there if you haven't completed it that week yet. So that's why they call it the Wolf's Gravestone. Thought it was a fun fact. Oh, also a fun fact. Instead of jumping for these, you can just hit the tree and it falls right out. Pretty cool. Alright, and now, since we have Mona's Q there, we'll go to and hopefully get. All right, hopefully we get a 5-star artifact for Diluc, the one that I can use. Okay. Hopefully we got a good team. Okay, looking good so far. We got a Venti. Oh, please don't use Klee. I don't know about. Fire, please. Okay. Okay, cool. Wow, a level 80 Noel. Dude, this should be pretty good. This will be pretty good. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Alright, fine, I'll be Venti. Alright. Really hoping to be Mona, but it looks okay. You guys haven't seen my Venti yet, so anyway, my Venti has a I have him set up just like Mona, where he's doing 2 sets of energy recharge, and I have his battle pass weapon, the viridescent bow. Super cool. Now that I learned that the black sword is probably one of the best weapons for Keqing, I wish I would have gotten that instead. But either way, like, this is awesome because I'll show you why. So this thing, those also keep in the slimes as soon as they walk in there. So it doesn't allow them to move. Should have charged them up. Oh, okay. See? Keeps them in there. Alright. Now I'm in there. This should be fun now. Okay, now we're in a roll. We just all have to keep our distance so we don't get charged overload. Yeah, if you can see that that little thing actually attracts all. Alright. Okay. And it does 4 damage at 50% of Venti's damage. So which is not bad. I think it makes Venti way more useful. I should be more careful about where I run, because I just noticed my HP is all the way half, and I just got healed. Holy crap, what's happening? I think it's because of this overload. Oh my gosh, this Klee. doing over there?
走るより飛ぶ方が早いよ
Dude, what are you doing?
走るより
What are you doing?
逃げようなんて思わないでよね走るよりおお
Supposed to group them together and not fight them by yourself. Jeez.
一緒に遊ぼうよ走るより
Man, we probably won't clear this in time now. What is happening?
逃げようなんて思わないでよね足元に
Man, we're gonna need a miracle.
一緒に遊ぼうよここだよ一緒に風だここだよ
Sorry, I wouldn't have that fire shield or that electro shield.
逃げようなんて思わないでよね
Man, did I see some 2000s happening over there?
一緒に遊ぼうよ
I think I did. My Venti is getting a little bit stronger.
逃げようなんて思わないでよね走るより飛ぶ方がここだよ
Hopefully a hard battle means... Oh, snap. Okay. Whew. That was close, guys. I thought I was gonna die. Oh man, this is gonna be close. This is gonna be close. Oof. Woof! We did it. We did it. That was really close, but we did it. Alright. Apparently you're just supposed to walk up these steps. And we're gonna get a good one. We're gonna get a good one. Oh, please get a gold. Please get a gold. Did we get a gold? Oh, no gold. No gold, guys. Oh well.
みんなを守るからね
Oh. How sad. I was really hoping we'd get a gold. Okay. Well. So. All right, and I mean, I was leaving. Okay, I've been kicked. I've been kicked. Well, we didn't get our gold, but we did figure out the right weapon for Keqing. And what did we get? Okay, so we got this. Okay, decent. We got this attack. Okay, decent. Honestly, all these 3 stars, I just use them to upgrade now. Which, you know what? Let's do that on stream too. Let's go to this artifact, and I think we can 65,000 more. We can enhance it, I think, to... Hopefully we can enhance it to level 16. Maybe not, though. I don't think I have enough for level 16. Yeah, maybe just level 14. Well, she's getting stronger and stronger, guys. And I need to level up 2 more 5-star or 5-star artifacts to level 20 anyway to do this thing. Yeah, so enhance 8 5-star artifacts to level 20. I need 1 more, which that's going to be it. And then hopefully this one is also good, because I mean, you could always use a good Gladiator's Destiny plume. I mean, come on, the 2-piece set is 18 attack. I'm sure I could figure something out to use that for, maybe for like Venti as a one-off or something. But yeah. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please like if you like this content, or and subscribe, please. I appreciate any sort of support for my channel. All right. Well, I'll see you guys again. Good night.